Good day, traders. It's Tuesday, March 15th, and here's the New York session review of global markets from WMoption. Markets around the world are either declining or wavering downwards as investors await tomorrow's Fed interest rate decision. The U.S. Fed's Open Market Committee meets today and tomorrow after raising rates in December for the first time in a decade, but expectations are for no change to take place this time. Indicators supporting that include today's Producer Price Index, which is expected to show a drop into negative territory on a monthly basis, even though it's risen from minus 0.2 to plus 0.1 year over year. Tomorrow's Consumer Price Index is also expected to drop. The three main U.S. indexes are basically down as energy shares depreciate on a fall in oil prices. European shares have also been falling this morning on gloomy Japanese data and weakening commodity prices. Mining companies are pressuring the FTSE downwards, and besides the Fed, investors are eyeing central bank meetings this week in England, Norway, and Switzerland. Yesterday's data, however, did have some good news, with February's industrial production seen increasing at its fastest pace in over 6 years, 2.1% compared to expectations of 1.6% and a minus 0.5% the month before. Still, the bloc's economy continues to slow down in growth, with joint output at 0.3% for December compared to the yearly average of 1.6%. French inflation this morning was up 0.3% from the last reading of minus 0.1%. In Asia, Japanese rates were left unchanged overnight in spite of worsening economic conditions since last month's negative interest rate decision. Wages continue to fall and inflation continues to weaken. The central bank, however, did announce that money reserve funds would be exempt from negative rates, especially if commercial banks agreed to borrow from the Bank of Japan's special loans program. China's Housing Minister Chen Zhenghao this morning announced that his nation's housing sector is recovering, with prices stabilizing and a promise from the central government to increase land supplies for construction. And in India, slowing inflation is increasing the chance of an interest rate hike and central bank debt purchases. Oil continues southward this morning on continued disappointment in an expected production freeze. Producers are now afraid that any decrease in production will be swept up by Iran, and investors now await tomorrow's crude oil inventories from the U.S. for any change in the trend. Today's calendar events on the horizon still include retail sales and the Producer Price Index from the U.S. at 12:30 p.m. GMT, business inventories and a housing index also from the U.S. at 2, and the API's weekly crude inventories report at 9:30 p.m. At 9:45, current accounts from New Zealand, and sometime before that, the country's dairy trade index. We'll be back again tomorrow for our London session review. Till then, from WMoptions, have a profitable trading day.